It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From TD Garden in Boston, tonight, the Boston Celtics taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. The opening tip won by the Celtics, and we're underway in the Garden. Irving to Horford. Throws it down. So far, so good.
Didn't take long to get this crowd on their feet, and one of the most undervalued things in sports, the 13th man, the fans. If they get you going in the game, they can help you sustain that energy.
Butler to Redick. Fires the three. Defenders could lose sleep with this guy. J.J. Redick, well defended, still knocks it down.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
And they call the foul. Careful there, Jay.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Irving. That's rebounded by Embiid. Simmons into the front court. Leads one. Butler buries it on the catch and shoot.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
Irving brings the ball up court. Lobs it up. Joel Embiid sends it away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Hayward, wide open look, won't go.
I can't believe he missed that, but look, you have to stay connected to him defensively or he'll eat you alive.
To Embiid. Short jumper misses. Into the front court, it's Irving. Down 4. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Kyrie Irving at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 87% from the line. And he misses that one free throw. Simmons with it. Lead is 2. To Tobias Harris. Has a look. Harris's shot won't go.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
Jay, Celtics last year, no Gordon Hayward, no Kyrie Irving. Now they have a load of expectations entering this year.
Now you think about when you have Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, who really came into his own in the playoffs, Terry Rozier, who became Scary Terry, probably a guy that can start in the league but now has to play a backup role behind Kyrie. This team is locked and loaded, and they're the favorite to win the East.
Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Boston with the basketball. Hayward. Joel Embiid snatching it out of the air. Hayward.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
And Gordon Hayward knocks down a wide open look.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Kyrie across the timeline. They trail by 1. Tatum knocks it down. Defender has to get there next time.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
To Hayward. Beyond the arc for 3. He made his first effort, but not that time. To Redick. For 3. J.J. Redick. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing, Eric.
Shot from the lane won't go.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Redick to Simmons. Going to launch beyond the arc. That out of his range and no good. Hayward to Irving. Baseline drive. Kyrie Irving. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Sixers call for time as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Substitutions, Philadelphia.
Simmons to McConnell. Scores from the post.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Number 25, Ben Simmons.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. Fires the 3, and Kyrie Irving took the defense for a ride. Tough three-pointer.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
Kyrie lets it go. The rebound belongs to the 76ers. Trying to cash in. Keep on trying. Shot's no good there. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Irving with the basketball. Shot clock turned off. They can get within 1 or tie it with a 3. Drives, but a shot won't go down. Long key from three-quarters court. That ends the first quarter. It's the Sixers out in front. First quarter complete, on to the second period. A little bit of a feeling out process so far.
And when both teams are playing at this level, it just continues to reaffirm that I was excited to watch both of these teams play this entire week. It's been a solid game so far, but this has a chance to be a great one down the stretch.
Celtics have it. Hayward. Yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the three.
From the painted area, won't go down. To McConnell. From long range, TJ McConnell, like Rocky, he loves the tough situations.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a three is like shooting a layup.
Oh, straight down the middle, 4-2.
Can we all just agree that that handle is next level, but that jumper's wet too?
Short jumper, won't fall. On the follow, way to stay with it.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ballgame is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want.
Butler to McConnell. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Knocks down the three.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Jay, for once, Trader Danny was Danny Ainge. Celtics didn't do that much, but Eastern Conference didn't see much change either.
Yeah, they didn't need to do anything if you're the Boston Celtics. You already have all the pieces to the puzzle. There's no doubt about it. The Celtics are now in the driver's seat.
Irving. Yes, give the advantage to the shooter. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
To Embiid. Has a chance. Embiid shot off the mark.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Nice pass to set things up. Rozier rocking the rim.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Butler to Embiid. Jimmy Butler for two. Gets a look. Can't hit.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Remaining in the second quarter.
Shot, knocked out.
Kyrie Irving. With that shot, he's 5 for 8. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion, and it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance, and in their mind they do, but in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes. Into the game for the Boston Celtics. Number 7, Jaylen Brown.
A drive through the paint, but his shot misses.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Jimmy Butler trying to cash in on a 3-point play. A career 83% free throw shooter. can convert the free throw. Joel Embiid, 2 of 4 now.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Celtics have it. To Jaylen Brown. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Butler to bring it up. Under a minute to go before halftime. To McConnell. Nice pass to set things up.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
To Embiid. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Tobias Harris at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter. Whoops, that won't go. And one. Embiid, good through the contact. And going to the line for a chance at a 3-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Joel Embiid trying to cash in on a 3-point play. For his career, 77% at the line. And he missed the free throw. To Jaylen Brown. Irving. Off the mark. Here's a chance from long range. They snuffed it out. Tobias Harris missed it. Big finish at the rim.
The assist from number 37, Jimmy Bojale.
That misses with a second to go. That'll do it for the first half. The 76ers have the lead.
The 76ers have a couple.
Game track.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Sixers finally break through. 52 wins last year. But, Jay, where do they factor in a top-heavy Atlantic division?
I still see this team finishing on the outside looking in. What I mean by outside is the 2 or 3 spot. I think this is Boston's division to lose, Boston's conference to lose. But still, the question mark still is around Ben Simmons and his ability to shoot the ball down the stretch.
To Redick. Jaylen Brown. Huge block. Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
Irving into the front court. The deficit now up to a dozen. Down the lane to lay it in.
So good to see one of Jersey's finest, Kyrie Irving, back on the court and driving with no issues on that knee. He only played 60 games last year, and he missed the entire Celtics postseason run. You can only imagine what this team would have done if he were healthy and they had Gordon Hayward.
Whoa, Jaylen Brown above the rim. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
A shot no good by Harris.
Here's the beautiful thing about having a bad game. As long as it says W in the win column after the game is over, then nothing else really matters. You've done your job.
Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
To Tobias Harris. Simmons. Not a good shot there as he misses it. Here's Irving into the front court. The deficit is 6. The rebound taken down by the Sixers. Butler into the front court. He'll run the offense. Nice finish at the rim.
It's not a travel if it looks pretty.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. Won't go. Knocks down a tough shot. Now a smothering defense.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guaranteed.
Oh, they called a foul, Jay.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Entering the game for Philadelphia, number 12.
Knocked loose. Sixers have it. Rocking the rim. Jay, I'm surprised he had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Jason Tatum at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 82%. Oh, he can't connect. To Redick. Joel Embiid. With that, he's 5 for 9.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
A drive to the basket, but the shot won't go down.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
And Jimmy Butler, all in stride. Catch and shoot 3 is good.
Defense, do the math. You force him to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
Changes coming from both sides right now. Gordon Hayward, that's how it's done. He's 3 for 7.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Tatum. Can't connect. To Monroe. A bad pass, and the Celtics have it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Here's Simmons with it up top. Counting down toward a minute to play in this third quarter. Rozier into the front court. His guys down 11. To Hayward. Marcus Morris, strong finish.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
A pass taken away by the Celtics. Knocked loose. Taken by the Sixers. Flushes it home.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
And a whistle.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Rozier buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
They need something to go down. It's no good. Third quarter comes to an end. It's the Sixers out in front. It's the Celtics with the ball as we start this fourth and final quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
Simmons. Butler for 2. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called the most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball game.
Into the front court, it's Irving. His guys trail by 10. To Jaylen Brown. Jimmy Butler tips it.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
And count the basket.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Butler had made his first 3, but that shot off the mark. Ben Simmons. Oh, that's out.
Out of here. It always looks cool, but guess what? You're still on D.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Brown. Into the front court comes Simmons. Lead stands at 10. To Embiid. Kyrie across the timeline. Looking to make something happen. Here comes the screen. Irving to Jaylen Brown. And he throws it down. Al Horford showing off all the moves. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
Almost. Unlucky bounce. To Irving. 4-3. Cleans it up. Tobias Harris.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Yeah, they're lucky they get the ball back. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Tobias Harris. It'll stay Celtic basketball. Irving buries the wide-open 3. That's too easy.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Seconds, it's going the other way. Kyrie. Yes, tough shot. It's got to go up to go in.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Rises for the slam.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA Awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
From the painted area, won't go down. Irving with the basketball. His guys down 3. Cruises inside for 2.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Sixers have the basketball. Simmons to Embiid. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
Lets it fly from long range, and Gordon Hayward knocks down a wide-open look.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Three in the key. Kyrie Irving for 2, knocks it down, off the step back.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia, and this is where the coaches earn their cash. Let's see what they design down by 2 here in the final minute of play. To Horford. Hayward. He has certainly been on target from downtown. He's 4 of 5 from three-point range.
Let me tell you why. He's been receiving his passes on time and on target. Give the passer some credit in this scenario as well.
Ben Simmons. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%. It's a victory here for the Celtics as they win this one by 3. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.